Oh, hello guys, welcome back. I've had some very interesting experiences with my little red fox here with Loki because I've been doing research. I have fox as a totem, and mainly red fox usually comes up for people. Well, this is going to sidetrack a little and then we'll get back on track. One of the things that I know some people in America do is to preserve our native greys. They will kill any red fox they see. There's a problem with that. Do you know what that problem is? Over 400,000 years ago, a very long time ago, red fox's ancestors came to America. So they were here long before, anybody else was here. And they were running around being foxy foxes, and they come from, I believe, Eurasia, so kind of like European, Asian energy, kind of, they think even related to the fox's ancestors in China. So, for 400,000 years, we had red foxes in North America. And of course, humans being short-sighted, when they landed, yeah, they did bring red foxes over to, hunt. But the interesting thing is, our native red fox was having none of that. And apparently what they found out from gene testing is our native red fox has killed off all the European invaders. The red fox was having none of that. This has been her pet for 400,000 years, and she's very territorial. And what I was doing as I was working with fox today, I was thinking about all that, thinking of, the connection to, Asia and Europe, and how that energy's been here for, hundreds of thousands of years. And, all the gods she's connected to, and it opened up a lot of channels, because even though I say I have fox as a totem and I felt like I was working with them today, I totally felt like I was not working with fox at all. And I think because people are misinformed about foxes, that was one of the problems I was having. But yeah, the red fox is actually native to America. Just like the gray, just like another one. The incorrect information, which is what most people probably give out, is that apparently, according to the article I read, the red fox is the only fox native to England. It's like, okay, they only get one, we get a bunch. We have tons of fox species here in America. We are truly blessed. And this little cutie has been here for 400,000 years, so that's a very long time. And they had smaller ancestors. They've actually gotten bigger as time has gone on. Huh. So that was interesting to think of how far fox went, and at the time fox came over, it was, during a very Arctic time, and that's how fox got over here, went across the ice bridge. And you think of fox being even smaller than fox is now, and having to survive and do all that, and being here and bringing, her magic and her wisdom with her. Not to totally tell you go out in the wild and wild fox will teach you magic. No, wild fox will bite you. But the concept has been here, and that energy has been here, waiting for us. And I was talking to Anari, and I was talking to Loki. I said, well, if the animals move, the animals are often very emblematic of the gods. We'll see them as messengers, like people see foxes as Anari's messenger, and people will see certain animals as messengers for other gods. I said, then, the gods move all around, because I was interested. And Loki just looked at me and laughed and says, what do you think? So, think of that. My mother raised me to believe that animals do have, a spiritual connection to the divine. Maybe not in the way we do, but they'll definitely, when they need help, they'll know to do something. Maybe not in the same conscious way we know, but they know something. You'll see church cats and you'll see church dogs and everything. And you'll see they'll understand a holy place and they'll show reverence. So we went through that. And I had been going through a thing of looking for a lamp for this room. Well, we found our lamp. We turned this desk lamp upside down and we bounced it off the wall, which is good enough for task lighting and everything. And that saved me money on that. And then I looked up what am I making on the other channel and this channel. And it's not a lot, but it was enough to, I won't get a check this month, but it was enough to kind of inspire me, because both Honori and Loki had been kind of on me about the one little lamp I saw. And I try very carefully to make sure it's not me talking in a god's voice and leading me down the road to bad decisions. But it was, they kind of persisted, and Fox was kind of persisting, because we did work with like Horse and Cat and everybody. But Fox has definite Fox opinions. Fox is, if you work with Fox as a totem animal, they're a companion and they're a co-magician and everything else. They're not a pet. No. They're not a pet, and they're not something, to take for granted. Fox will especially let you know Fox is taken for granted, a lot like Loki. And Fox and Loki both, probably Nari too, had led me to all these foxes, because it's very uncharacteristic of me to go out and buy a ton of stuff. It truly is. I'm usually very frugal and very tight-fisted with my money, and the cheapest thing I can get is the best thing for me, even if it looks like it's gonna burn down my house, like that $2 lamp on sale. I'm gonna get that. And so Fox kind of came in and wanted to show me to kind of prepare my nest to have things around. Now, I want to point out, you don't need anything to work with a totem. You absolutely don't need it. I'm one of those people that does need visuals. I'm like an infant. I need to have visuals all around me. I like a real, you've noticed, I like a real, most people would call it clutter, but I like a ton of stuff. I like a ton of visual input, which is weird because I can shut down from too much visual input, but if I've done it, I guess. I understand the pattern. I know where everything is and soothing. So Fox is definitely working with me, and it was kind of a breakthrough, because we had been taught in school. I grew up in hunting country. That red foxes were, introduced, and you should always kill one when you see one. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, but because they were introduced, and they weren't introduced at all, they introduced themselves. Mama Fox did it for herself, came over 400,000 years ago. So yeah, all these people that think that they're saving the native foxes by killing these poor foxes, they're just proving to be idiots, because the foxes took care of the invading foxes problem all on their own. And they're tough, they're survivors. And as for the red fox battling it out with the gray fox will actually kill the red fox. So yeah, red fox has a lot of challenges in life. And it was just interesting. And like, when you work with a totem animal, you should study all you can. It's just like if you have a familiar, they're not your pet, they're your co-magician, and they will help you. They don't have intelligence in the way we do, just meaning they don't have a human style intelligence. They have their own intelligence. One of the problems with humans is we want to know how smart an animal is, and we always go by human parameters. Fox couldn't give two craps about doing taxes, because Fox wouldn't give you tax money in the first place. But when it comes to being a parent and that, they're smart as a whip. If the female fox has whelped the pups and something happens to the female, father will take over as sole provider. When he comes back and he's fed the female and gave food to the pups, and female's exhausted because she doesn't just go take a nap when dad's away hunting. He lets her sleep, and he drags the pups away, and he has them play with them, and he teaches them stuff like hunting and everything. And the female is the one, actually, that she might be a little smaller, but she actually has the bigger, canine. She actually has those bigger, sharp, lovely teeth, which she will happily put into you, because they tend to be more aggressive, because she's usually the one defending the pups right at home. So she's first line of defense, and she tends to be very aggressive and territorial, and what is hers is hers. And that's kind of what Fox was doing today. Fox was like, Yeah, we've been working together, but you don't kind of understand. You're mine. You belong to the fox. And Loki was just like, see, what did I tell you? Um, I did have a problem adjusting the fox at first as a totem because, I had wanted like cougar or, a whale or something else, ever since growing up. I mean, I knew about totems and everything in grade school. So, like, since the 80s, I've always wanted all these magnificent animals. I never gave two thoughts to the little fox because little foxes are thought to be bad around here. People don't like little foxes. You'll eat your kitties, actually. If you're dumb enough to leave kittens outside, yeah, maybe a hungry fox will grab them, but they're not going to eat your cat. But they're clever little creatures, and Fox was very persistent. Fox was always there somehow. Fox was always there, and I think what I got out of working with cat and horse is that you kind of sometimes you get totems that prepare the way, and they're your guides and your companions, and they protect you until you can come to the one that you get when you're mature. And Fox was very offended because somebody said in a video that your totems don't protect you, and Fox just about lost it. This is not Fox the totem, but she's her own special kind of fox. This is Loki, if you've never seen her on the channel before. Segan's over in her basket. Jesus is over here. I did not do that disrespectfully. Cindy is here. Sprinkles is there. Frou is there. So yeah, we've got our fox den here, plus all the foxies that are in here, and the nightmare foxies, and the mangles. And yeah, we've got a ton of foxes in here. You can even see Foxy's poster behind me. And there's a Foxy poster behind me over here on the fridge. Foxy magnet, fox den up there, fox on my cap. Lots of foxes. I'm officially the crazy fox lady of YouTube. Donate lots of money so we can buy more fox stuff. But yeah, and the thing that I got out of all of this is that I'm glad Fox and Loki led me to it. And Loki had pointed out, I was like watching all those, reborn people that, they love on these dolls and everything. And he said, aren't you glad that you fell in love with foxes instead? Because I don't even like that Cabbage Patch Fox doll. There's a Cabbage Patch Fox doll out now, and I kind of almost looked for it today, and I'm like, why am I looking for it? I just don't like it. It looks like blah. If they make one that looks totally like a fox, like her, then I'll like that. But it doesn't go far enough. It's a baby with a weird puppy dog nose dressed in a fox outfit is what it is. And I'm like, that doesn't even look like a fox. So, and Loki pointed out, he said, look at all the money these people spend. And he wasn't saying it was wrong, but he's like, they spend as much as they would on a living child. And I've never felt the compulsion to go out and get her a fancy bed or a fox tree or a fox run or anything. They have their Walmart bed. They have a nice basket upstairs that, like, all the pups and a couple of Phoenix and Nick jumped into. So it's like there's like almost 20 foxes piled into that bed. So the girls get to sleep on the bed, or they sleep down here in the box, or they're up on my shoulder or something, or when I meditate, they go in with me. So, yeah. But I have not yet felt the compulsion to buy them stuff. I would like to kind of get them collars, maybe, for like Christmas or something, but they do not strike me as the type of foxes that if you put a collar on them, they'd be happy. But yeah. So, we just figured we'd catch you up. Walmart order was delayed today, so we'll be getting that tomorrow. And we didn't even think to tell you. The fox ornaments came in. Yeah. And there are little fox warriors. They got damaged somewhere. I don't know if they got damaged in the factory or they got damaged in shipping or they got damaged when they were packed, but they all have scars across their forehead where they're scarred down to the plastic they're made out of. So they're all our fox warriors. And that is pretty much why, even though I dared to buy one more thing on Amazon, I got the fox lamp that you guys probably don't want to see when it comes in. It's like the Scentsy warmer, but it lights up. We got that. And that will be it for Amazon for the foreseeable future. Yeah, the Prime does save you like $7.95 or whatever it is in shipping. But at the same time, I don't watch the films. To me, the films are a waste of money. If I watch maybe 2 or 3 of those films, it's because I'm totally bored AF with YouTube and it's too darn cold or hot to go out. But as the weather changes, we'll be going out more. Oh, and we walked in the snow today, so we did that. We walked in the snow today and got burgers because the food order wasn't here, or we would have made some lovely beef stew or something. So we did that. It's been pretty good. I was kind of like a bad mood because I don't have patience, but like Fox is trying to work with me on patience. Loki can't handle me with patience because Loki, you know, won't be. He can be infinitely patient and he can be infinitely impatient. So he knows I won't listen to him about it, but I will listen to cute little foxes. So Fox is trying to get me to where I understand things and I'm patient. We came across a article on a term in investing is patient foxes. A fox will know much about everything, and therefore the fox can specialize. And the fox might lose some money, but in the long run, fox will be successful because the fox will, you know, hunt more and plan and be very careful. Where hedgehog only is good at one thing. Hedgehog usually will not end up making as much money in the long run because hedgehog won't take the risk, where fox makes calculated risk. They're not always successful, but in the end, usually fox's knowledge sees the fox through. So that was pretty neat. Foxes everywhere. We're officially the crazy fox family of YouTube. Okay, guys. So, we hope you like what you see, and like, comment, and subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, sometimes it'll be all about Loki, sometimes it'll be about, you know, Fox Totem, or whatever I'm doing. I have noticed that if I try to shoehorn Loki into every video, and it's just not right, it does not work right. So yeah, sometimes it'll be more about Loki or less. The earlier videos are pretty Loki heavy, so if that's all you want to hear about, probably older videos on the channel will do you nicely. So we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.